A Sudoku is built on a main square, which contains 9 identical squares, which we will call boxes. In turn, each box contains a subgrid of 9 equal spaces. Each of these spaces will be called a cell. In total, a Sudoku contains 81 cells. The main box is divided into 9 columns called A to I and 9 rows called 1 to 9. Each cell is named respectively according to its position. So the cell with the red dot is 5F. Basic rules of Sudoku. Each row must contain all numbers from 1 to 9. Each column must contain all the numbers from 1 to 9. Each box must contain all numbers from 1 to 9. It is important that rows, columns, and boxes do not miss or repeat any number. The degree of difficulty of a Sudoku is measured by the number of clues, that is, by the number of numbers found in the cells. Fewer slopes, higher degree of difficulty. Look carefully at the Sudoku to be solved. It is important to follow an order, that is, we will first review the number 1 of the boxes, rows, and columns. We continue with 2, then 3, and so on until we reach 9. We will do it as follows. It is recommended that you trace on a sheet of paper the initial square of the Sudoku numbers, so that you can fill in this new box step by step. Very attention! Boxes 1 and 2 already have the number 1. We will analyze the third box. In box 3, only row 1 is available, and since in columns G, H, I, the number 1 is not there, therefore the number 1 has to be in any of these spaces, which we are going to indicate with a small number 1. Box 5 does not have the number 1. 1 cannot be in row 4, or in column D, nor in column E. Therefore the only space is 6F. We already find the first number. Box 6 is very easy. In row 4 and 6 is 1, the only place left is the 5A. There we put the number 1, and we remove the small number 1 from the beginning. With the numbers we have found, we only need to analyze boxes 7, 8, and 9. The only place available for box 7 is cell 9B, because the column A and the column C already have the number 1. Row 7 also already has the number 1. Box 8 already has the number 1. We move on to box 9. In box 9, the only place available is cell 8G, because row 7 and row 9 already have the number 1. Now that we have found this number, we must remove the small 1 from box 3 from cell 1G. In this way, the real 1 from box 3 is in cell 1, letter I. This new Sudoku shows the number 1s in all 9 boxes. The next step is to analyze the number 2 in each of the 9 boxes, always following the same procedure, which must be repeated with all the numbers until the Sudoku is solved. Remember that it is very important to pay attention, concentration, and arm yourself with a lot of patience. This image shows the solved Sudoku. Something really interesting, that this Sudoku has 2 solutions. We can swap the numbers in cell 7D with those in cell 7F so that the numbers 6, 8 are respectively. This forces us to swap the numbers of cells 1D and 1F for the numbers 8, 6 respectively. This circumstance is very uncommon in Sudoku, which makes this exercise more interesting.
Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe, comment, and hit like.